Hey everybody, welcome to the homestead, and this is my apiary. So what you see behind me are two beehives and the electric fence. We're starting to study circuits, so I'm going to explain the electric fence in terms of circuits, and hopefully it'll help you understand circuits and the way an electric fence works. Here's the solar panel, and in here is a battery that gets charged up. And here's one hive, you can see the bees going in and out of there, and another hive. Very active, lots of bees going in and out of there. So let's take a look at how this fence works with the solar panel and battery. So again, this is the solar panel, and in here is the battery. So what happens is the solar panel charges the battery, and in fact when I first put this together, I had to leave it out for 3 days before I even turned it on. You see this blinking light, that means it's working. And then I have here, the red is the high voltage line, and the green is the low voltage ground line. And so if you connect these two, then you complete the circuit. And whatever completes the circuit gets shocked. All right, so the red line I have connected to this wire, and this wire. So those three wires are high voltage. The low voltage, the ground, is connected to ground through this. Right, that's at least 2 feet into the ground, and there's a wire connecting it over there in that corner and then back there, just to make sure it has good ground contact. Okay. And then it's also connected to this wire and this wire. So I've got 5 wires there. The top and the middle are high voltage, and then the other 2 are low voltage. The idea, so it's high voltage, low voltage, but the circuit has not been connected. Right, there's nothing completing the circuit. However, if something were to come along and it was standing on the ground, it would be on the low voltage, and then if it touched that wire, then it would be connecting and completing the circuit, and it would get shocked. I know this because I've tested it, my dog has tested it, and 2 of my cats have tested it. So that's how it works. And then if something tries to climb in between, right, because this is a high voltage line and low voltage, so connecting it, something tries to climb between, it would also complete the circuit. And same thing on the way up. And even if someone standing here were to reach out and touch it, they would get shocked from the high voltage line, because they're standing on the ground, low voltage, they touch the line, high voltage, they complete the circuit, and they get shocked. So the reason I have to have this electric fence is because I am west of Route 287 and north of Route 78. Someone told me recently that this area, west of 287 and north of 78 in New Jersey, actually has the highest concentration of bears in the United States, and they can smell honey from over a mile away. And what I do is I actually take the high voltage lines and I rub bacon on them. And the reason I do that is so that when the bear comes up to it, the first thing it'll do is be attracted to the scent of the bacon, and it'll sniff the line and maybe even lick it. And a wet nose or a tongue that touches the high voltage line is a great way to make a connection, and then it'll get shocked. I saw it happen to my dog, I saw it happen to 2 of my cats, so I know it works. And it seems cruel to do that to the bear, but the thing is that if the bear actually gets in and gets to the honey, they'll tear apart these hives, and then the bear will be considered a nuisance. It'll keep coming back here onto my property into an inhabited area for honey, looking for food. It'll be considered a nuisance, and the Department of Fish and Wildlife will have to come out and euthanize the bear. So this is actually being gracious to the bears, to just give them a shock on the nose or on the tongue so that they know to stay away and not come back here. So that's how an electric fence works around beehives in order to protect from the bears.